Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Sulaiman Rahim here, Master of the Covenant, breaker of 7 seals. Fear. You need to understand the nature of fear, brothers and sisters. Fear is when you lose control. The more control you lose, the greater fear becomes. And it becomes overwhelming. You're going into shock. When you lose all control, have no control over yourself at all, you go into shock. Right? That's what fear is. Okay? And it has related to power. You're losing power. You had power. When you have complete power, then you're in paradise. Because everything's like you want it. That's what paradise is. When everything's like you. When you have your mind, your correct mind, because if you have an enemy's mind, everything like you want it, then actually you're creating perfect hell for yourself. Because it's everything is where you want it, but the way you want it is against yourself because you're fighting against yourself because you have a negative mind. But if you have your proper mind and you have everything like you want it, that's paradise. Everything's like you want it. Yeah, everything's perfect. Right? But the opposite is fear. Hell. Right? Hell is all about fear. Oh, I'm losing control. And that's what's happening. Because the Europeans are losing control. Gog and Magog are losing control. True world empires, it tells you, will come out. They're lying to you about the so-called millennia. Chapter 20, they tell us the future. When it's actually you're living it right now. You've been living it for the last 5 years for sure, specifically. But the world's been living for the last 2,000 years. Because they were going to the dark age for 1,000 years. Right? 1,000 years. So, say 1,000 years, then, 1,500 years actually. Been living for the last 1,500 years. Because they're going to dark age 1,500 years ago. And kept suppressed there by the Abrahamic Islamic revived empire. It was a resurrection that took place. What was the resurrection? They said, oh, it was resurrection from the dead. No. The resurrection took place because Abraham's Islamic empire was resurrected by Prophet Muhammad. It was a resurrection. He didn't make Mecca. He didn't make the Kaaba. He didn't make any of that stuff. Was already there. The pilgrimage, that was already there. That process was already going on. Right? The Kaaba, all that was there. They descended into idolatry. So he resurrected them. And in doing so, he kept Europe bottled up for 1,000 years. Because it was the Islamic empire that took Rome down and bottled up Europe for 1,000. Nobody could take Rome down. It was Abraham, Prophet Muhammad's resurrected Abrahamic empire that was able to bottle up the Europeans for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, 5 years ago, says God can make our go out and be 2 world empires, 2 European empires. There's no world empires that you know of in the history that you've been taught. None, except for America and Britain. World empires. It's Gog and Magog. Magog is, God came out of Magog. Magog means the mother of God. Magog was first, God came out of it. Britain, and then America. And that's what you live in now. It said their destruction, they were reigning for, that's Adam they're talking about in the Quran. They reigned for 500 years, and then they would come to end in a battle in the holy place in Jerusalem. That's when they'd be defeated. God and Magog were defeated, and that's about to happen. He said bring fire to heaven. That's what they bring fire, hellfire missiles and abomination, desolation on the people. But then they'll be taken down. That's where they meet their end. And that's about to happen. So I'm focusing, right? But I want to give you some idea about this idea about paradise. But fear, and it's mounting. See? Because they're losing control. They're losing control of you. lose control of the world. Britain lost control, but America picked it up. Magog lost control, but God picked it up. So they still had it between them. God picked up where Magog left off. And what? For the last, 100 years old, they start losing control. The first signs of losing control was civil war. They start losing control of us. Because we started rising. The Industrial Revolution was inspired by us. Industrial Revolution, industrially, was inspired by us, that we benefited most from it. Because we was in the fields no more, but we was slaves in the factories called employees. And the AI, every 50 years, right, inspired by us. They don't tell you that. It was inspired by us. And now we can move out of the factories into the desks. Moving closer to the throne of power. See? So fear, and they get more fearful. And so that's where Donald Trump comes in. Because he's the one that's going to solve all their fear. See, he'll regain power. See? He's going to regain power. He's going to take control of the world. Fear. And that's what it said, if you read this carefully, brothers and sisters. Great fear. See? And you don't really understand the engine for this if you use some common sense. See? Because here he is, God Magog, got that cross, that's the sealed Bible that guided them and justified their actions. See? But whatever they did it under our control and our inspiration. We have control of everything. They never, right? We allow them to have control. Put it that way. Right? For a certain purpose, to cause a certain situation, to cause a transformation to take place. How do you transform one thing to another? You put pressure on it. More pressure on it, you cause a positive transformation or a negative transformation. Positive transformation means transformed to a higher, more structural form, or it's crushed into non-structure, dust. See, and that's why he's an object of fear. The people vote for him out of fear because they lose control, and the people that's opposing him are fearful of him. He's all about fear. Gonna make America great again. What's that saying? Analyze that. I'm gonna take you out of fear. Because you're losing greatness. That means if you lose control, that means that you're in fear. So I'm gonna remove that fear from you. I'll put you back in control again. If you can analyze these things, I tell people study mathematics. Mathematics is the foundation of the engine of all these books. And if you understand mathematics, those books are easier to understand. Easier. Because there's a mathematical principle behind them. But they have no power. See? They're losing power. They're losing power. Because they have to change the nature of the universe. The universe is in our favor, it's against them. They're fighting consequence. They're fighting the universe, the nature of the universe. They don't know that, but that's what they're fighting. And it's impossible for them to win. But they had the universe. They was in sync with the universe for 500 years. That was their time, and they was unable to not defeat them because it was their season. With the winter season, you can't defeat the winter people. But now spring is coming in, so we're going to talk more about that in a minute. And see, if you understand the math behind it, understand the basic principle, when you move to a new season, the old season won't work. I would say if it was written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. It means it's a transition taking place, and where all this math doesn't work. This math doesn't work. It worked in the winter. It will not work in the spring. And that's what's happening now. He's trying to bring the world back under control using the old ideas, the only ideas they have anyway. Okay? And it's getting harder and harder and harder, more difficult. So it being more drastic. Oh, forget about democracy. We're just going to get rid of judges. We're going to do what we want to do. And believe me, as the fear mounts up, the people are on board with that. They won't care. Hey, man, you remember Germany was democracy when Hitler took over. Why did Hitler take over? Because the people was in great fear. The economy was destroyed. People were suffering, hungry, and mad. They was in great fear. They lost all power. Germany was in great fear. They lost all power. They was at the mercy of all the nations. And Hitler promised them, just like Trump has promised them, I will remove your fear. I will remove your fear. Just vote for me. And when you're in fear, you're desperate. You do anything to remove that fear. Like you're in pain, you do anything to remove that pain. You never consider, hey man, is this good? No. If they say remove pain, you're going to try it. You're going to sit around and try to analyze it and go and check the doctor or whatever. The guy says, I got something to remove your pain. Man, you're going to try it. If you're in pain, you're going to try it. And he says, I'll remove your, that's what Hitler said, I'll remove your pain. And I'm going to get rid of those people that's inflicted pain upon you. And that's why they voted for him. And that's what Trump is saying. He's not saying it in German, he's saying it in English. See, that's why you don't understand it. He's saying it in English, he's saying it in German. See, the way the English would understand it. See, because he said it in German, it sounds too much like Hitler. Oh man, that sounds like Hitler. But said in English, see, it sounds like Trump. He's saying the same damn thing. See? And what's the backdrop behind it? These niggas. Can't say that right away, right out. But that's coming. Just look at his policies. I mean, I can talk a lot about that, but we're moving on, brothers and sisters. And see, here it is right here. Men's hearts failing them for fear. That means fear becomes so great that it's going to cause heart attacks, right? Seizures, strokes. That's what it means. And for looking after those things which are coming, in anticipation of what's coming, they will have this kind of fear in anticipation. Anticipation. Heart failure, seizures, strokes, anticipation. Because why? Because the powers of heaven have been shaken. Because they're losing power. Their power is being shaken. America, the greatest power on the planet, all of a sudden, no power. They got unplugged. No power. Uh-oh. I thought it was Mr. Trump. See? He has no power. He promises he's going to do all this stuff. Huh? It's like, what happened when Hitler failed in Russia, defeated? Uh-oh. We're in trouble now. Fear came over the people. Because up to then, with Hitler, man, it was empowered. Feeling good, no fear, because we can do anything, defeating everybody until they had a major defeat, and then fear started closing on the people. They started doing strange things. The generals started making concessions and didn't want to fight and so forth, so on. Right? Fear. The fear is a terrible thing, brothers and sisters. That's what it says. And there's going to be great fear, just anticipation. So you got to keep asking yourself, what will be the fear like once it actually gets here? Because it says they look for the great fear for looking at those things which are coming, ain't got it yet. And why? Because their power's being shaken. See, their power's like firm, resolute. We're gonna kick ass. We're gonna kill them Yemenis, and we're gonna kick Iran in the ass. We're going to take Greenland. We're going to take Panama. We're going to make kind of a state, and we're going to do all these things. Oh, man, go on, Trump, go on, Trump, man. Mr. Trump, man, he done trumped them all. Trumps. He's not competent in that, because it says the wisdom will be destroyed, because the wisdom he's applying is old wisdom that applied 500 years ago. It worked. The last 500 years, it doesn't work anymore. It's winter, it's spring. And all of a sudden you see it. Because they have failures. Did you notice Afghanistan? Did you notice Vietnam? You know what I'm saying, those things? You notice how people are not shaking? Iran said, go take a hike. I could say worse than that, right? Go F yourself. Right? Even little Zelensky, a little old rat from Ukraine, he talking back to Trump in public, right in his White House. Nobody's ever seen anything like that before. He's like a little mouse talking to a roaring lion. And nobody's seen anything like that before. This is Trump, man. He's a king lion. And this little mouse is talking back to him. Ain't afraid of him. I said, what the hell was that? You notice that? Everybody's saying no, 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 no. They sense the bully has no punch. That's a sign right there. So that means now the bully got to do something extra. So you got to revive that fear of him. See, you better do that. I tell you to do all. I revive that fear. I go back to the Tyson fight. Same thing. Once he was exposed and not being anywhere as good as he was advertised to be, Iron Mike Tyson. Oh man, everybody was scared of Iron Mike Tyson, right? You wouldn't even be in the ring, man. They say, oh man, you start shivering, man. Hope he don't come to your house. Iron Mike, man, he was the one. And then what? Somebody stood up against him and fought him. Third-rate person, right? I probably could whoop. And knocked his ass out. He hasn't won a fight since then, because he's realized he has not won one fight. He couldn't win a fight against Mickey Mouse. So what he had to do? He tried to. That's what Trump going to do, because he got to do something extraordinary. Get that fear back. Get the Iron Mike back on scene. See, get people fair him again. He never could do it. So he tried first. He bit Evander Holyfield wasn't a great guy. He's cutting her. He looked good for advertisement. He wasn't that great a fight either. He was whooping Tyson's ass. So what? Tyson bit his ear off. See how tough Mike is, man. He bite your goddamn ear off. We better leave him alone. See, that didn't work. Then he go put big tattoos on. See how fierce I am? Nothing worked. Because he was exposed. And nobody's buying the bullshit no more. Nobody's buying the hype. That's about to happen to America. They're going against Iran, right? Who's not supposed to be anybody, but be nothing. There's little ragheads over there. It ain't nothing. We knock their ass out. See? He's going to go in there and they're going to get his ass kicked. And after that, nobody's going to fear him anymore. Everybody's coming down on him. Everybody's coming down to America. See? Anyway, that's what it says. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. And you just go out there. I just did a screen print, but it's changed every day. It's all they talk about. America's demise. Actually saying America's demise. Even the devil said the stones will cry out. The Bible says the stones will cry out. It means even the devils. We say, man, this is a bad move, man. We're in trouble. But the bully got to do something. He don't have a choice. He got to reestablish that fear, because either way they're gonna come down his ass. So if he don't establish that fear, they'll come down his ass. So he got to establish the fear to keep him come down on him. You understand what I'm saying? He got to establish, and that's part of the reason, because it's like a double. It's a double deal, with Trump, because after Afghanistan and all those things, he's already in a weaker position. Right? But they can blow it off in the media. It's already in a weakened position, but the point is like, oh, well, whatever. But that wasn't Trump, though. So I was out there. I was my right hand wasn't working that day. I was I had my right hand a sling. Had accident. My right hand was a sling, so I was going to fight my left hand. You understand? But now right hand's working, so you better mess with me. I'll knock your ass out. See, that's where it's at. Grace saying, "Oh man, that was Biden's fault. They wasn't dealing with Trump. But Trump don't play that shit." See, that's the story. Oh, that was Kennedy's fault. That was Johnson's fault, man. In Vietnam. See, when my right hand was tied down, man, I was in a cast. My left hand was right, but now they deal with both hands. I deal with Trump. See? That's where that's basically where it is, brother. But then he can go ahead and throw his right hand with everything he got, right? And Iran's going to throw me right back at him, throw the left hand right back at him. And you're going to see the right hand just, the bones just cracking. You're going to put, oh man, my goddamn man, oh my arm, oh God, oh man. Everybody going to say, oh. He got any more hands? He only got two. He said the left one didn't work, and the right one just got crushed. And he's climbing, beating our ass and raping us and beating and stealing from us and cheating us for 5 years. Come on, people, let's get his ass. That's the end of that fool. That's exactly what's going to happen, brothers and sisters. That's exactly what's going to happen. Just a matter of time. And think is, you may not be paying attention to this, but they are. The scriptures tell you they're paying attention to this. That might where they're hesitating. Man, yeah, but see, Billy got to do something. He said, man, damn, I got to do something. Maybe I shouldn't. Now she fight that guy, man, because, if I lose, man, but I got to fight him. It's where I can bluff him, talk him, what come out of it. Maybe go over there and sell some tickets, man. Hey, you got a new guy in town, right? He said, hey, he's willing to fight, man. Hey, man, look, I tell you, I've been running this town, man. I don't want which word I'm going to use, I'm an opposition here, right? See? So, you just get your ass out of here. It's my town. Hopefully he get blown off. See, I don't want no competition, right? Hoping he can scare him out. The guy said, well, I ain't going nowhere. Uh-oh. Then he got to fight. Hope he win, because he don't know who this guy is. He never ran to him before. And that's where America is right now. See? Because they know about this message, and damn, if we lose Iran, man, they know what that would be. So maybe we can talk Iran and just psych them. They tell them, we kick your ass, man, you better go along with us. Iran saying, I ain't down with any of that. So what's going to happen? You can use that analogy, brothers and sisters. It's an accurate analogy. That's exactly what's happening. And like this happening in the Middle East right now, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And that pot's going to boil. And heat does not come from global warming, not from cars and stuff. It comes from the universe contracting and the universe to be more energized. The planets become more energized. The planets become more energized. It means everybody on it become energized and producing more. And when it happens, right, mass times acceleration equals force. Right? And force times displays of power. America, especially America losing their discipline, their power is decreasing. They don't understand that. And we're not going to teach them any more discipline. We gave them discipline for 5 years because we wanted them to rule. So we kept sending prophets to them. Follow the law, follow the law, follow the law. And they kept slipping now. Transgender, LGBT, you can't tell boys from girls and all this stuff. And more. So their power is declining. Because they don't have any natural discipline. They have to be taught it. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Paradise, war in heaven. Let's look at this. I got a little graphic here. Now, consider this. Or do you think that you enter the garden where there's yet before you the lack of felt those who have passed away before you? Distress and affliction befell them. Affliction means affliction. Somebody had to do something to you. And you was in stress over it. Affliction That's what somebody does to you, right? Now you can do it to yourself at their behest. Like they give you their mind, and you're being yourself, but it's really them controlling you because they control the mind you have. So they just let you do it yourself, put you on autopilot, and they gonna kick his ass, man. Right? We don't have to call them niggas, we might call ourselves niggas. Did I say that wrong? Am I wrong? What'd you call yourself? You don't have to call you niggas no more. You call yourself a nigga. Right? You don't have to shoot you no more. You shoot yourself. I ain't talking about the demons. I'm talking about original people. See, they'll turn around already backwards. That's sinful. It's just that I just talk about vectors. The vector force they was under, it wasn't force enough to crush them, but it was enough to turn them around. It wasn't enough to crush some of us. So they couldn't eradicate us, but they would turn us around, turn us inside out. Our people in total fear. You know, I was talking to my wife, and I was telling, we don't have any friends. None. Not that I'm looking for them, but neighbors or black folks we meet and all, out and about and stuff like that there, right? The gym, whatever, right? And they might be friendly at first, but as soon as they find out how you feel about those, they run away from you like you was a pile of shit. Not just a pile of shit, but you was animated. You was running after them. You wasn't just a pile of shit, man. You was animated shit. You was running after them, going to jump on them. That's where they at. I said, wait, hold it. I'm your brother. That's your sister. We telling you what these people doing to you, trying to stand up for you, and you hating on us, and you run away from us, and you run to them. That's what our people in. That's what Mark's telling about. They beating themselves up. Beating themselves up. Back at what they said was in the tombs, in the ghettos. That's their place, right? Beating themselves up. And they hate you if you try to, because what? They got the devil's mind. And the devil's mind will hate that message. They don't understand. I'm not talking about the demons. That's when they react. And so I says, they'll be fine until they find out that you talking about this. They're going to go on your website or whatever and see, you don't hear from me no more. They change the number, block, and every damn thing else. I had one piece of people, when I hit a car, when I had that, they tried to kill me in an accident about a couple of years ago, right? And his black woman, she was like the administrator or whatever, right? And she was real nice and everything. She took care of business and took everything, right? And then, and so we was nice to her, and we was going to invite her over, right? I mean, we ain't trying, we don't preach anybody, but they interest, we tell them, right? We don't go, hey man, well you got it. No, we don't do that, right? And then they had an additional check for some reason, and so she said, hey, I need to send you this check. And so I gave the address, and she said, I'm right down the street from you. And she that's really, yeah. I said, okay. I said, you ain't got to mail, just drop it off. So she did. So about a week later, 2 weeks later, I said, let me introduce my wife to her, right? Because she had never met her. So she's a nice lady. She's from I don't know, she's from, I think she should be called. Anyway, and so we go over there. She done moved. that fast. I said, wow. Right. So, no return, and can't call her. Block her. She call her, won't answer. Because after that, I told her, say, here's my Facebook page, whatever. I can tell you a story like over and over again. So that's why it don't bother me, because I know the state my people in. I know in a minute they're going to have a whole different idea, because they got somebody else's mind. You don't get somebody mad because a relative to get mad because they got sick. If they got sick because you told them don't eat that food, they got sick eating it. You say, oh, what you mean? I try to tell you, but something just happened to them. You try to help them. And so that's what I'm trying to do, give them their mind back. Because once they get their mind back, they're going to be 100%. Because they know what really going to tolerate this shit that went on. If they do, they're sick. See? But they don't know. And like I was watching this thing on the other day, this guy, he's an Arab. Sounds like Malcolm X. He said a lot of stuff, and then you know, and I was with most of what he was saying until he jumped up and talking about, well, you know, consequence, and they got to face consequence and all this stuff. I mean, stuff he was saying was like, whoa, he's right on. See, and what America done to black folks and everything else? He's Arab though. Wait a minute, hold it. Time. What about what y'all did? See, I always stop at that. They got blind spot there. They talk about stuff when it comes to what they did to us. Even these devils here got blind spot. That blind spot, you know, you don't be driving 100 miles an hour blind, because you know that's not gonna work out right. That's what devils doing. Everybody they ride 100, they don't know. With a damn brick wall they about to run into. 100 miles, 1,000 miles an hour, they're going to run into that brick wall. Okay? They didn't know it was there because they kept their eyes closed. You can't F around with consequence. Okay, let's move on. So that was it. So, and the stress, affliction fell, and they were shaken violently. So the message of those who believed him said, one help of lot come, that sure lies not. Now, what's this all about? I'm saying, you understand mathematics, you understand what they're talking about. Why is this? Why is this? It's a principle. It tells you. It's a principle, right? Basically sounds like it's a requirement to move to the hereafter. I mean, so you're in one state, right? In other words, talking about 3 states here. You was in one state, and then you was trying into the garden, and then all this affliction came to you, and then the garden. See. Pre-garden, right? And then the affliction, because you're trying to get to the garden, right? You think you enter the garden, right? So in other words, you want to go to the garden. But then, but all this stress and affliction happens to you as a result that you want to get to the garden. So you got, so this is no. So let's look at this. This is right here. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, brothers and sisters, because I know people understand it. They understand the experience. Sometimes they say they experience that, they turn around. Oh man, I was, like I said, that's what it says in Exodus. It said the people, once they got in the wilderness and they was out of Egypt, they said, hey man, it's bad out here, man. Let's go back to Egypt. They didn't understand. They had to go through transition. Go, man, it's bad. Look how bad it's out here. We just better off in Egypt. See, because they was on the way to the garden, but they didn't want to go through all the trouble they had to go through to get to the garden. So it's a principle. So look at this concept. Look at that word. Here you are. You're moving what? That's counterclockwise, right? So that's you, and that's your nature to move like that. See, that's what you would. And then what happens? And then the devil shows up. Okay. And you moving, you trying to move, so you on fire. Hope I didn't mess this up. I'm thinking I might have messed this up. Because you're going against their way. I think I messed this up, brothers and sisters. Hold on, let me just check before I go on. I might have it right, but let me just check here. Give me a minute. Let me check here. Yeah. Oh no, why is it showing right over here? Okay, that was right. Why was it showing? Okay, I had it right. I don't know, Bill says that. It's showing right now, but it didn't show right just now, so I don't know. We'll do it again. See if it does that again. Oops. Okay. Here you are, right? You move this direction. Okay, devil's got. Now, they have moved in that direction. But that's hell for you. Because you move in that direction, so you're at peace with them. But internally, that's hell for you because you're going against your own nature. They keep them from kicking your ass. I'm going to do what they tell me to. I don't want to do this. Hey, mama, don't do that, boy. You're going to jail. Don't mess with that. They put you in jail. They beat you. They shoot you. Okay, yeah, but you're fear of what they do to you, so therefore you're acting like they want you to act. They want you to act like they want you to act, so you're going you're going clockwise like they're going. So you're going clockwise they're going, so now you're at peace with them, but you're in hell yourself. Because that's not the way you want to go. But you don't want, if you do your way, you're in jail, you're going to be beat, you're going to get shot, be poor. See what I'm saying? So therefore, and so you're in hell personally. You're in hell personally, but you're at peace with them. I'm a Christian. It tells you about that story in Exodus where he built that, put the brass serpent to keep them being bit by serpents. That's the same story. So, oh man. So now, I'm a Christian. I love America. What's his name? Mayweather. I go to Egypt. I'm for Israel. Why? What's been done for you? They was a slave. That book of Daniel tell they were just as much slaves as the other ones. So they were just equal. In fact, they had own slaves here too. They were some of the worst slavers in America. Plus they financed the slave trade, but they don't want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? So now you're in hell personally inside, but you're at peace with them. I'm like, oh. And that's how people are. They're in shock. Right? Oh, I don't want to do anything where, oh, be quiet. Teach this child. If the police come by, man, you just quiet, don't say nothing. Just do what they tell you to do. Even though you know you want to kick their ass. Because the time of submission is over, you want to kick their ass because you know he has harassing you. But no. So now you go away. Man, that damn devil, that damn caught me. Yeah, you grind your teeth and everything else because you're angry. But he didn't put you in jail. He didn't shoot you. See the conflict we have? Okay, so what's going on now? So what happens? Now you start getting, you learn about the Abrahamic covenant. Right? You start going contrary. So that's when the fire and the affliction they tell you about soon comes. Because now, remember, you got two opposing forces now. And they're against each other. You got two natures colliding. The other one, they had control of the nature. They had control of the nature. Back here. See? You didn't have control of your nature, they did. So you was in hell personally, but they had control of your nature. You didn't have control of it. So you're acting against yourself. And you was in hell. Now you're taking drugs, taking crack and everything else. You try to alleviate that pain because you don't want to go to jail, you want to get shot down, you want to lose your job. You want to lose your wife because she or your husband, right? They're in the church, you're a preacher or something. And you better go along with that, or you see what I'm saying? So you don't want to lose your house, whatever you got. You got whole America too. You got, hey, I'm down for America. I love America. And you got to go. That's the route you got to go. But then you're in personal hell. You understand? So then you say, okay, I found about the Abrahamic covenant. Hell with that. So now you're in conflict with them because you got two nations fighting each other. That's war. That's pressure, that's resistance. And the more you do it, the more resistance you're going to, that's why it says they want to attack us. That's when it gets to extreme. Because they're already coming against it. They'll become, once you start doing that, once you start moving in another direction, all of a sudden, I've been with Elijah. I walked away from them once I found what was going on, and this shit started right there. When I walked away from the military, I was like going in their direction. I said, hey, put the brakes on this here, man. So I found out history and everything else. Hey, I'm in the wrong army. I'm going the wrong damn direction. And that's when lightning came out. All the affliction, all the trouble. See, got Elijah. Guy was homeless for almost 6 months. Right? Married to a demon, all this stuff. Right? Demon's Island, all this lightning stuff. Right? Changed my name. So, all the lightning. That's what he's talking about. You think you're in the garden? Because now you transfer in the garden. Now all this comes out. And so when your life, oh man, I think I better go back to, I wouldn't have all these troubles before. People breaking in my house, people doing this stuff to me, man. I'm having all these problems. I got money problems. See, I need to go back where I was before. I ain't had no problems, but you was in hell, personal hell. But now, you're taking that, your energy is to go, you use your energy to turn in the other direction. You ain't going to energy, go to the gym and lift big weights. Because now you're big Hulk, but you're still moving in that direction. No, you're uploading the angel now. You're putting your energy in that way. So now you're getting, right? So now you're getting more powerful because they didn't have any, remember, you had no power before. They control your power. So now you started gaining power. What does that mean? That means they start losing power over you. That means fear comes up and you begin more power. That means they have less control over you. You see? And as you get stronger and stronger, it's less they can do to you. That's your protection, but you don't realize it. Because you have all these things, but yet they can't do anything to you. They do it. It's lightning, but it's not. It's lightning all around you, but it's not striking you. It's lightning ball hit there. But it's not hitting you. But you're afraid of it. Oh man. You know, you get afraid when the lightning put it, thunderball, man. And especially the system, man. Damn, where that come? See what I'm saying? I'm not putting anybody down. I'm saying they're a little more emotional, but hell, I had a couple come through, they had me want to jump on the bed too. Right? So let me get this straight. You understand what I'm saying? But you understand, when you're doing that, that's the process of bringing in the new, that they're resisting. Because you bring in the garden. You actually bring in the garden, and they total resistance. The whole world is going to be totally resistant, and it's just going to get greater and greater and greater. That's why it says you think you're in the garden without going to that. That's what you're going, because that's the resistance that you're going to face to get to the garden. And you can either back down and go back to like they were, American dream, right? If everybody goes back, then okay. But as long as somebody keep going, that means they're getting more powerful. After a while, as they get more control of themselves, they also get more control of them. Remember, power only resists, only builds greater power. But if you start gaining power, remember, they have power over you, but you start gaining power, that means they're losing power over you, but that means you're gaining power over them. So you're getting more and more power over them. That means they can do less to you, but you don't see it like that yet. See? Because our resistance means you're gaining power, or there wouldn't be any resistance. And it means they have less control over you. But you don't see it that way, because you see it's the lightning bolts and stuff, the resistance. But now the flames that you was feeling, you don't feel those flames anymore. All of a sudden you don't feel so bad about yourself anymore. Unless you keep thinking about the lightning bolts. Because all of a sudden, man, you ain't, because now you stand up for yourself. Now you ain't biting your tongue and all that stuff. See what I'm saying? So it's feeling better. But all you see is lightning, because they're still there. As long as they're still there. But you gain more power until the point is that you gain more power over them than over you. Because you bring that's your ladder to the hereafter. That's resistance. That's basic mathematics. Lightning come out because they're resisting that new reality that's coming in. They're resisting the spring. They're resisting it, but they can't. And now you're getting stronger, right? Because as you get stronger, you bring in the garden. But if you capitulate and everything, then you stay in the hell, and then you get burned up when the hell goes. When the spring comes, you just burn up because you was in the hell before. And you say, okay, I'm going to choose to be in hell as long as I can get along with these devils. I can get along with the white folks. That's what you're saying. But no, I'm going through hell, right? No, I'm going to adversity because I'm getting the hell out of hell. But now I'm going through lightning with them. See? So it ain't me no more. I'm putting it in them. I'm putting fear in them. They have fear in me before. I'm putting fear in them now. They're the ones that fear. That's why they're doing that. You get it? So you got to understand this from a mathematical point what's going on here. You're putting fear in them now. So they're going to do all kinds of stuff to stop you, accidents, whatever. Cause all kinds of problems. Because you're putting fear in them now. You're taking it out of you. And you're putting it in them. But they can't stop you. Because now it's your season. So you just keep on putting that angel, build an angel, get the angel mind. The more angel mind comes, the more power, fear you put in them. And the more power you have over them. Because you're gaining power now. You understand? You're gaining power now. The more fear you put in them, right? Now you're gaining power, and you gain self-control, peace in yourself. Start gaining peace. I ain't right. I'm always at peace all the time. My wife would tell you, I'm at peace all the time. I ain't out here on no crack high. I'm mellow, right? People say, oh, you sound like you mellow, man. You saying stuff. You be saying those words and come on. I looked at the story. No, when I was in Demon Island, right, Guam, and so they was trying to do everything they can. So one thing they did is they tried to claim me as being crazy, because in other words, the whole thing went down. They said, well, I was violent and all this kind of stuff, right? And so so they did tell me I had to go and see a counselor. Right, and so I said, okay, fine, right. So I go, and this dude was trying to everything to aggravate me, trying to see if they could get me going. Right, I knew the tricks. He would come late and all that kind of stuff. I was cool all the time. I knew they was trying to show I get angry easily, right. So we was talking one day. So I said, something. I says, I ain't tell him I knew what he was doing, but I kind of like let him know I ain't no dumbass nigga. Right, so he got the message. I said, black folks are animated. He wasn't. Well, anyway, I said black folks are animated. They got more. They're more expressive. Right, and I said a lot of times white folks don't understand it. They think it's aggression, but it's just that's the nature. It's more right. You see, and it went a little more longer than that, right? But he said, and he thought about it. He said, yeah, I guess so, because so when I was telling him that, so when he put his report back, right? Because he couldn't catch me, he couldn't bust me on being angry or aggressive. But I put that thought in his mind. Says, oh well, he's just being he wasn't. That's not nation. That's black. That's not. He's like most black people. I guess those trying to be smart, right? I do analysis, and most black people are animated. People mistake that for aggression. It's probably not aggression. It worked. Anyway, that's another story. I had total mental control of those people there, and I beat them, and I walked out, and they couldn't figure out how. And that's document. You go check that out. But I put that on his brain, so he thought he was going to wax intelligence. Yeah, well, the guy, I've dealt with the guy for a month, and he's cool, and he got aggravated. I tried him all kinds of ways, and I guess and black people, they tend to be more active, more animated, right? And people mistake that as being aggressive, but it's not aggressive. That did it, boy. I was into that. Anyway, you understand the math behind this. You understand what's going on. Because if you don't understand this, then you're not going to get to tribulation. Because tribulation is all about to test you to see if you understand these concepts. That's an angel exercise every side of your mind. Your brain, just like your muscles, you got all kinds of muscles. You got muscle for walking, muscle for talking, muscle for everything. So you got brain functions for all kinds of things. And the angel is comprehensive. It stresses all those aspects. All of it. See? Now you got a couple of books there, and they're just the basic, like to get you through tribulation. If you have the focus thing, right? But the whole comprehensive thing, you need the whole angel. But that will get you through tribulation, right? Because I get a scientist say, well, if trying to give them the whole thing, they ain't gonna get it. But give them enough to what they need to actually get through, right? Concentrate on that. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying? So that's what they're talking about. So now you go, it's late, but now all that hell that was in you before is going away, because now you're not going to get your nature anymore, right? So you follow your nature. That's what got him by Elijah. See, Elijah didn't get your mind back, but he stressed your nature, and that's what feared him, because now you start operating on your nature, and that's what feared him. That's why they bring Farrakhan there. Oh, no, we ain't going nowhere, man. The devil ain't devil in the morning. You heard Ishmael say, man, there ain't no thing about being white, man. I'm white too, man. We're all the same. Foul Flake is my buddy. We sleep together sometime. Wait for him and Farrakhan be kissing. Maybe, I don't know. I ain't saying anything, right? So don't put that on me. But he be sure kissing really tough. Plus he's disemboweled, so I don't know. I'm leave that one alone. You understand what I'm saying? This is what he's talking about, brothers and sisters. He had to stop it, because they had fear. And so when you come together, and bam, a great army, seeing a great army, the fear is going to be off the page. That's a great, the fear, see, what's coming upon, they say, great fear, that is coming upon, because the powers has been shaken. But what's one of the particular things that's going to cause them? Because one of the things that they was using to force us going in the direction they want us to go was telling us we was Ham, we were true to Abraham and all that stuff. But when false Israel goes down, that vector doesn't work anymore. That vector is gone. That's the vector that had you going the wrong direction. That was the primary vector. I said, somebody, when you study vectors, that was the primary vector that had you going against yourself, because you didn't know who you were. And now that vector's going, now you start spinning. God damn! You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to understand what's going on, but that's one of the things, power has been shaken. If our Israel goes down, that vector that was holding you down, having you going speeding or going in the wrong direction is gone. And your nature, remember, your nature's always opposing that, but the vectors they have is enough to keep you going in the wrong direction. They keep you going in another direction. You have to have a vector to do that. And so you're going along with that, right? But it's against you. You're fighting against yourself. But to keep peace with them. So that vector is gone now. So now you're reverting back to your nature. And then you're ready to receive your mind. You can't receive your mind going in the wrong direction. This is starting. Remember it says, Daniel says that it says the line says the wings are plucked off, and then he was giving his mind back. The wings were plucked off first. That's what's happening, brothers and sisters. Right? That's one thing they're going to see. And so all of a sudden, the great fear is going to come on them. That's why I said that fear. They say, "Oh man, these black folks about to wake up." That lie we've been telling false Israel, it just got taken down. That's part of the fear. Because that's coming here. Because what's the worst thing that's coming here? What's the worst thing that's coming here from the Middle East? You ever asked yourself that question? What's the worst thing coming here from the Middle East if they lose their world? You. Because that's when you wake up, you rise. Because falsehood just went down. Iran's not coming over here. Egypt's not coming over here. So what's coming over here? The knowledge of who the hell you are. And that will cause great fear on them. See, the thing is, if you study mathematics and do things and study Egypt, what I just said right now, you should figure that one out yourself. I'm just telling you the basic mathematics. There's a lot more to it than I'm telling you. But that right there, you should figure that one out yourself. Why not? Why didn't you? See? Because it says, fear of those days come upon the earth. What could be coming from the earth for the powers that haven't been shaken? Something coming from over here. So what can be? You talking about the oil destruction? Yeah, the collapse of that economy and everything else. Right? Well, it's something specific. It says, for things come upon the earth because the powers of heaven been shaken. So what kind of, you really think about it, and what happens? That's what happens. Resurrection takes place as a result of that. Right? It tells you. It said, the accuser of our brother cast down. He was part of the vector that was doing that. That's his job, to have us turn around the other direction. Now he's gone. That vector tells us nowhere till that vector's gone. Okay, now you rise. Hold on, Brown says, so then what? And then we enter the garden. But now now you force men to go in the wrong direction. Against themselves. Actually, I don't have that right. That should basically fit in the other direction, but you got that. I'm going to leave it. Should I change it? Hold on. Hold on. Let me take a second here, bro. I know I missed something. But I'm not going to just say it because I'm going to go ahead and change it. Then I'm going to close. I mean, no, you can leave it that way. I'm going to leave it that way. Because I understand how I want to explain it. Okay. Hold on. Let me do something here. Okay. Let's take another step, but might as well go to the step here. And that's what I've been talking about. Okay. Might as well put that there. I didn't have it wrong, but I'll take the next step, then we'll close out. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. So I was saying, lightning comes out now, right? Then what happens? That's it. Now you're into the garden. Because now you're in the garden, and now they're in opposition, but you're in control now. So they're oppressed. They're oppressed. Because now, right? Because you're trying to force them. Right? They're going opposite direction. But this paradise for you, but it's opposite for them. So let me show this next one, and you maybe understand it better. And then you have some going in your direction. That was talking about those angels that were servants. Those ones survived the tribulation, everything else. I explained about that. So that's why I was. So put that there. That covers everything. So in other words, now because the previous one they're oppressed now. They're oppressed. See, they're oppressed here because they're going the wrong direction. See. So we're in paradise now. They're oppressed, right? And then we force those going out direction, but now they're in hell, right? But their self-preservation has them to keep us from tearing them apart. They're like the same thing happened with us. They're to follow do what we tell them to do. It's against their nature. That I said, but it's going to be suppressive so great, it's going to twist their idea of self-preservation. Like this, some odd people, their self-preservation. That's your center concept. That's your driving motivation for us, right? In other words, you defend your first self-preservation is first law of nature. So what happens is that if the pressure is great enough, instead of just crushing you out of existence, they crush that idea. So now your self-preservation is for them. You do anything to save them. You love them more than you love yourself. In fact, you love them. You don't even love yourself. You die. And you see some of our people in that situation. You see, they see little devil baby. Well, that baby's so cute, but they see that baby, they don't say nothing about it. Well, that baby's so cute there. And they'll fight, they'll die for devils. They'll go and fight the army, everything for them. They love them. But they hate you. Some people are in that situation because they crush their nature. Right? They're fundamental driving force. First law of self-preservation. And we're going to do the same thing to them. I said, what you've done to us, you've done. And so they're going to be in total submission to us. They're going to love us totally, to do anything for us, because that's their idea of self-preservation, is save us and protect us. But it's going to go against their nature. They're not going to be happy. Because they're going to be in fear constantly, all the time. And be totally fear of us. That's why the Bible says he put fear in all the animals. All the animals have fear of us. And they're going to be one of them, because they're beasts. They're beasts. Like Christ says, there will rise a beast out of the ground that will speak to you. They're beasts. They're speaking beasts. They have total fear of us. Total fear. Be total fear. Because they have no control of themselves. We have total control of them. You understand, brother and sister? I'm going to leave it there. Hope you understand. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters. Hope you understand. Let's see here. Okay. I'm still trying to use this new system, brothers and sisters. I don't like it. It's more complicated. But the other one they just got, so I spent all day trying to I spent the last like 2 days really trying to, I still haven't got this totally working right. But I'm working on it. Okay. I'm closed out here, bro. It says, Assalamu alaikum. Hey, let me check this note here quick. Sure I got covered everything I want to cover before I close out here. Okay, that covers everything. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. I'm still trying to use the new system, but I don't like it. So